Glenn, how do you think this match pans out, and what about Jasprit Bumrah in terms of touring class bowlers that you've seen in your time? Like, is he right up there as potentially the best?
So happy to answer a couple of questions. Bumrah to me is class. There's no doubt about it. He's unique. He has an action you wouldn't teach a young guy, but he's found a way to adapt it, and he's just absolutely incredible. The way he powers in those last few steps, powers through the crease. He's got a little bit of hyperextension, which I used to have as well, and he's coping with that, and it just got incredible control both ways. I guess they're managing him. His stats are unbelievable. I'm a massive fan of Jasprit. I met him when he was younger, and what he's grown into is unbelievable. He's been a massive part of the Indian team and of the summer. Without him, this series might be a little bit more one-sided. But he's very special, and the cricket we saw down in Melbourne was amazing to go full 5 days with Australia getting across the line in the last session, and 370,000 fans turning up is absolutely incredible, and to me that is special because Test cricket's still the ultimate, and we need to look after it and protect it. And that Boxing Day Test proves to me that Test cricket is still alive and well, and hopefully here over this Test match we'll see something similar.
When you worked a lot with some of the younger Indian pacers in Chennai, so what do you think about the reserves? Like Mohammad Shami is on decline, so only Bumrah is around there, Siraj is there, but your work.
India, 1.4 billion people, and absolute passion and love for the game of cricket. So cricket's nearly part of their culture now, and any spare bit of land, they're playing cricket, and I see the passion they have working with the McGrath Foundation now for the last 12 years. We've got Prasidh Krishna, who's in the squad. He's a good young bowler coming up, and I think he'll have a good career in front of him. So, there's no shortage of young players there coming through, not just bowlers. We've seen Jaiswal, but it's a different attitude these youngsters have, isn't it? They don't seem to have any fear. They go out and they play, and that's what I love. I love seeing sports people perform without fear. We've seen young Sam Constas as well go out there, and that's what we want to see. So, there's no shortage of young cricketers coming through India at the moment.
Let's talk about Mitch Stark's fitness and him playing off 5 tests. Like, do Australia need to be careful there as far as Mitch goes, or does the way he bowled on day 5 in Melbourne and go, probably worth taking the risks in playing this test?
It also depends on the test and the state of the series, and this is a massive game. Australia haven't beaten India for the last two series they lost here in Australia, which is nearly unheard of for Australia to lose to India. So it is a massive test match. Australia really want to drive this last test home. I guess it'll be up to Mitch and the powers to be. I think he'll be doing everything possible to be out in the middle. He's such a massive part of the Australian team. When he's on fire, he's as good as anyone going around. So he's been bowling incredibly well. Fingers crossed he's pulled up well and get through this test match. But Australia want to go in with their best team. To lose Hazelwood was a big blow, but the way Scotty Boland came in and just picked up has been amazing. So, I think Australia will go in with their best team, and I hope Mitchell Stark's out there come day one. But also her family as well, growing up to James and Holly at nearly 25 and 23, the young adults they are. My youngest daughter Madison is 9, and my wife Sarah. The foundation is something we live every day, and I know Jane will be incredibly proud. A little bit probably embarrassed, a little bit humbled because she didn't want to make a fuss. And the foundation, she never wanted it to be about her. It's not about me. It's not about our amazing team at the foundation. What it is about are the families going through breast cancer, now any type of cancer, and our nurses at the back. And to me, that's what it's all, and she'd be incredibly proud of the fact that we now have not only 250, we're up to, I think, 261 McGrath nurses, and soon more nurses. The more support we have, the more nurses we can put on, and the more support they can offer. So, should be very proud.
Aussies are when they pull together, aren't they?
No, exactly right. And I think Australians are great, especially in time of need. Sometimes we're a little slack when life's too easy, but I think Australians are very generous, and the way they've supported the foundation has been incredible. But with breast cancer, there wasn't too many people that hadn't been touched by it in some way, shape or form. And now that we're providing support for all cancers, there's not a single person in Australia that doesn't have a personal story to tell. So the fact that any donation and support they give will making a huge positive difference in so many people's lives.
Glenn, how big a job is it to expand the program?
Yeah, it's not something we take lightly, and we knew that it was going to be something big. We've created the McGrath model of care for breast cancer support, and hopefully creating a new, I guess, standard of cancer care, not only within Australia but around the world. We do need to adapt that, and we've been talking to the other sort of cancer charities, other sort of cancer people in the health sector and what have you. So again, it's not about us. We want to take everyone along on the journey. The better support we can provide for our nurses, the better support they can provide for families going through cancer. So it's a work in progress at the moment, but we've got an incredible team at the foundation, as I said before, and everything's coming along nicely. And I've always said that if we can work together, you can create more, and that's for everyone in the cancer sector. If we can really work together, it's amazing what we can achieve.
And the shirts have changed.
Sorry, I'm getting deaf at my old age as well. Let that plane move. Yeah.
There has to be changed the shirt with the expansion. Has it got brighter?
Yeah, so we've always said pink's always been aligned with breast cancer, but now it's saying pink is support for cancer care support. Yeah, my shirt seems to get pinker all the time, but we're slowly adapting a few other Australian colours in, that eucalypt green, the Aussie red from out west and sandy. So there's a few more adaptations. The logo itself has been adapted slightly as well, but pink's our predominant colour, and pink is the colour for care for all cancers, from my perspective.
Glenn, how do you think this match pans out, and what about Jasprit Bumrah in terms of touring class bowlers that you've seen in your time? Like you say, right up there as potentially the best. So.
Yeah, so happy to answer a couple of questions. Bumrah to me is class. There's no doubt about it. He's unique. He has an action you wouldn't teach a young guy, but he's found a way to adapt it, and he's just absolutely incredible. The way he powers in those last few steps, powers through the crease. He's got a little bit of hyperextension, which I used to have as well, and he's coping with that, and it's just got incredible control both ways. I guess they're managing him. His stats are unbelievable. I'm a massive fan of Jasprit. I met him when he was younger, and what he's grown into is unbelievable. He's been a massive part of the Indian team and of the summer. Without him, this series might be a little bit more one-sided. But he's very special, and the cricket we saw down in Melbourne was amazing to go full 5 days with Australia getting across the line in the last session, and 370 odd thousand fans turning up is absolutely incredible, and to me that is special, because Test cricket's still the ultimate